Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. And you know what? I really appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you guys for rocking with me and giving me a chance. I know that some people, are not it's not going to like, my delivery and my topics because I lost a couple subscribers, but it is what it is. But the ones rocking with me, I really appreciate you. And I am going to have a giveaway once I get monetized. So I'm going to give away some cash apps, cash, because everybody can use cash, right? Because I know I can, because I'm tired of working these two jobs. Trust and believe me. So I am going to have a giveaway, you know, cash. Maybe start at 100 and go down to 25 or something like that. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. But anyway, must have did something to the screen. Did I? I had to. Oh, I kind of like this. I kind of like this screen better than the other one. I don't know what I did. I am not tech savvy. But we doing Mayor Eric Adams a recap and an update on him because honey, he got some strong competition running against Mandawi, the socialist communist in New York, and Cuomo. So this is going to be some really interesting of how what's going to happen in New York City. So we got to really pay attention to what's going on in New York City because hold on before I get here. Oh no, I didn't want to go. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on. I didn't want to do that. Ooh. Oh shit. I got to do this when I go back and do the ooh, ooh, shit. This is not hold on, y'all. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, I got it. This was not what I was looking for, but I got it. because this is not what I want to talk about, but I am going to hit this subject. So, one of the main missions, I forgot. Hey, therapy, how you doing? We talking about Eric Adams, but what I was gonna say, oh, his number one competitor is that Madawi guy, the socialist communist guy, with Mayor Eric Adams. And people, believe it or not, the main tenet of the Illuminati is to create the new world order, one world dictatorship, which will be communism. So now he's the test guy. If Madawi gets in as New York City mayor, this is a test. And they moving forward with their plan. Um, the other one is to abolish uh, private property, and that's Agenda 2030. We'll get off into that. You will own nothing but be happy. That's Agenda 2030. They already got the map of the United States where you'll be able to live. So these are the tenants, and if that Madawi guy get in there, the new world order is here. It's just two things that's standing in the way: Iran and the patriots of America. Once those two things is gone, well, then, as biblical prophecy would say, then the Antichrist will reveal itself, and he already here too. Um, that's what I want to say about that. Okay, let me get to. Oh shit! I'm gonna hit. Hold on. So now let's get back to Mayor. I'm gonna do the update first, and then we're gonna go into the recap part. Mm-mm. Oh, shit. You know, sent me the X. So the new thing, so Trump, he's taken over with an old law, take took over the police force for Washington DC as far as crime. Well, guess what? Oh my God. He talking about going into Chicago. He talking about going into New York City as well. Governor Hochul and Eric Adams, they pushing back on the threat that Trump gonna send in the National Guard to combat crime. Hey, this is some unprecedented times. That's all I got to say. Then the former aide to, now this is all current news. Then the former aide to Eric Adams pleads guilty to soliciting straw donations for the mayor's campaign. So now that's another blow to his campaign. A former aide to New York City Mayor Eric Adams pleaded guilty Tuesday to soliciting straw donations in a case tied to separate corruption charges against Adams that the Trump administration ultimately decided to drop. Mohammed Bawi, who served as City Hall's chief liaison to the Muslim community, admitted in federal court that he helped solicit the illegal donations for Adams' mayoral campaign from employees of the Brooklyn Construction Company at a December 2020 fundraiser. I understand that the Adams campaign would then seek matching funds for those donations, Bai told the judge, adding he knew employees would be reimbursed and that it was wrong. So that's another blow to his campaign. And But let me just say something. But black folks ain't feeling Muhammad Mandani, whatever his name is. Black folks ain't feeling him at all. The New York City police, he was giving a speech. They all turned their back to him because he for defund the police. All that crime in New York. You need every officer that you, you know. Yeah, I'll drop the link in a minute. Just give me. Yep, I'll drop the link. Yeah, you can. Of course, you can speak. Yeah, so this is just we in some president times. So they just did a new poll today, and guess who in the lead in the race for New York City? A new poll for Siena College shows Democratic nominee Zohan Mandani is holding onto a lead as the tax between the candidates ramp up. He is up 19 points over Governor Andrew Cuomo, and he a crook too. I can't believe he was governor. Now he running for mayor, and 37 points ahead of Mayor Eric Adams. In fourth place is Curtis Silva, the Republican who started the Guardian Angels in the 80s to help combat the crime. They got Mayor Eric Adams at 7%. Wow. So the last thing he did was Mayor Adams and NYPD Commissioner Tisch expand quality of life teams across all of Queens following success of project. And they're called Q teams. Across Queens doubles down on NYPD's focus on tackling the daily issues that impact New Yorkers' sense of safety and well-being, including cracking down on illegal mopeds, that's them damn illegals, towing abandoned and derelict vehicles, cleaning up encampments, addressing outdoor drug use, and responding to noise complaints. So that program has been a success under his watch. Okay, I'm about to drop the link. Now they saying if Eric Adams get ousted, hold on, let me see your comment. That's a fact. That's a fact therapy. Let me get this link. They saying if Eric Adams gets does not win the mayoralship, say goodbye to subway safety. That's a fact because if Zohan get in, it's gonna be it's already Gotham City. It's gonna be so much worse. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there with the latest news. I up there link. So just recap, Eric Adams missed November. I don't know if y'all remember. All of a sudden, after all hell was breaking all across New York City, he became sick and had a mystery illness is keeping Mayor Eric Adams off the public stage as tough primary campaigns and rumors swirled that he could face new criminal charges. He got a mysterious illness when under Biden, the DOJ, charged him with all those trumped up charges with campaign fraud and all this and that. Few details were known about Adams' ailment beyond a brief statement his chief mouthpiece, Fabian Levy, released late Sunday that said that he hadn't been feeling his best over the past few days and will have a limited public schedule. I put the link there, I put the link in there. So they were saying that he may have had COVID. Well, my daughter and her husband got COVID right now, and this that new strain. And y'all better start taking that vitamin D3 plus K2 or elderberry or something because it's back out here. It is back out here and it's something different. And I just started taking I'm gonna take some elderberry before I go to bed. It's here. This the new strain. My daughter said it's so much worse than before. And I dropped their stuff off at the door and jumped back in my car and pulled off. So when they was spoke before Trump had the DOJ drop those charges against Adam, his legal defense fund was 735,000 in debt, and donations have largely dried up. And he also has that type 2 diabetes. Um, Therapy, I have put the link in there. Mayor Eric Adams will have a number of doctor's appointments and undergo routine medical testing to determine why he is not feeling well. And he also had an appointment with the DOJ during this time. I'm not going to be reading all this stuff. Then he was called to testify with other mayors about sanctuary city status. I'm going to keep this article. You know what? Damn. Let me see. I need to write that down. Therapy, I put the link in there. Let me write this down because I'm keeping this for sanctuary city. When I do a sanctuary city thing, hold on. Let me write this down because I sure will forget. I got a notebook full of ideas. Look at that. I don't know where therapy went. Here we go. And I know that's the article. Okay. Like that. So then he had to testify to Congress about sanctuary cities. The mayors of three other cities were also to testify to Congress, and that was Mayor Wu, Massachusetts, Baltimore, Brandon Brandon Johnson with a 6% approval rating. He was called to testify. They told him up. Damn, and another mayor, they were called to testify. Comer sent a letter to Adams along with the mayors of Boston, Chicago, and Denver on Mayor Johnston. The first page of the letter, which was shared on social media, says sanctuary city policies hinder the ability of federal law enforcement officers to to do safe arrests and remove dangerous criminals from the community, and it does. The mayors of three other cities. Oh, wait a minute. I already said that. Mayor Adams has made clear that New York City is committed to working with our federal partners to fix our broken immigration system and focus on a smaller number of people who are entering our localities and committing violent crimes. We will review the letter and respond accordingly. Adams met with Trump border czar Tom Homan in December and later spoke to media. He was smart. Whoever controlled the dollars, even if you are not don't like them, Trump has the purse. Congress has the purse. You want to be cordial. You don't want to be like a Brandon Johnson or a Governor Hogo or Tim. Go up against somebody and they hold back the money for your constituents that need the money in their district. Y'all are crazy. Y'all really do not think. Therapy, if that's you, there go to Link. And he took a lot of heat for meeting with Tom Holman. He did. We're going to protect the rights of immigrants in the city that are hardworking, giving back the city in a real way. We're not going to be a safe haven for criminals. Then Trump said that if he had to, he would pardon um Adams. Hold on, let me call him and tell him. Oh, are you there? Okay, let me add you to the stage.
What's up, girl? How you doing? Thanks
I didn't.
for having me always on your
All right, I
panel.
didn't even see you.
I've been backstage. You've been having me
Oh, you're
backstage.
welcome.
Thank you for always having me on your panel, and
You're
it's
welcome.
a it's always a blessing. You know what I mean? You know, I was born in as a bishop. You get the free prayer rag. Plus your beauty. Don't get me don't but don't
You
laugh
see,
at that. Don't laugh at that. But thank
now
you for
you
having
said that
me. Thank you for
you
having
welcome.
me.
You said you wanted to. You welcome. You said you wanted to say something.
Okay, as far as the
You might
mayor,
have
Eric,
forgotten now.
now, what did you want me to talk about before I get to Eric Adams? What did you want me to talk about before
That's
that?
all we talking about is Eric Adams. That's
That
all
nigga
we talk.
is
The topic is Mayor Eric Adams.
that nigga is a coon because during COVID, that nigga was all for open borders. And then when he saw the Democrat Party crash, he tried to come back and it was too late. And then he tried to act
I
like he
think
was
that
for us.
when
I'm just
I
saying what
think,
I saw.
yeah, but I think that it was because when hold on. I think it's when Abbott started busting all them immigrants to his city. That's when he had a problem.
Hey, but
As long
no,
as it
it
stayed at
was
the southern border,
it wasn't just his city. He started sending them to Martha's Vineyard. You remember that?
yeah, DeSantis did too. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
Eric
saying I think
Adams,
that's when
like
Eric Adams had a
this
problem when
this
he
is
had
what
to.
they did. I remember this. They said we finna ship them to Martha's Vineyard, and they started
I
sending
remember
them
that.
to Vermont and places where white people hide out. You remember that during COVID
I remember.
when they opened the
Hmm.
borders. That's when Obama let like people not understanding. A lot of things went down during COVID, and they passed a lot of laws, and that's where all this started. And then, did you see the thing where Trump is pulling up the thing with they trying to get Obama indicted for treason? I told you everything Obama did, Biden did
Hmm.
was treason.
But that ain't the topic. We ain't going there.
Okay. I'm gonna stick to the topic, but I'm just saying, like, but so the topic is Eric Adams. He said his coon ass up there was good with open borders until it wasn't cool, and then he tried to come back
Until
and
it started impacting his city, and he had to pay. And he was a. Should they spend billions of dollars taking
dog,
care
and
of them
then they act
migrants
like
or illegal?
look, that's that's what I'm saying. But they can't. They do everything but to give reparations, but they blackface on a white problem, if that makes sense.
Yes, it
Is that
does.
making Eric Adams is straight up coon blackface on a white problem, and they just put him up there to shuck and jive, knowing, you know what I mean? Like, why would you get
But
up
I'd
there?
rather have. I tell you one thing. I'd rather have him than Mandawi Zohan. I'd
I'd
rather
rather
have Eric
have
Adams
not
than him.
none of them straight up, because you know why
But
I'd
that's
rather
you
not
got
have
three choices. You got Zohan, Eric Adams, or Andrew Cuomo.
who is Zorhan? Because I keep hearing about this dude.
Zohan Mandawi, the socialist, the communist that's in the lead.
Where is
I
he?
just did a.
He's a he's an
He's
Iraqi or
running for the
something.
mayor of New York. It's between those
It's
three,
no way he should be even in the race because he's not an American citizen.
and
That's the
he is
thing.
the only they can run for anything except for president. You got to be an American citizen for anything else. You
No,
can.
but I'm saying they should not even be in the running for that
I
because
agree
we
with you
couldn't
on
do that
that.
in their country.
Sure
Am I
could.
lying
And
about
look,
that?
they ain't
Because
gonna let you overstay your visa. They ain't gonna let you do none of that.
yeah, so why are they over here trying to get their people over here? Like, this is what I'm talking about. They let them into an office and they won't do that in their country. And their first interest is they people,
It is.
but they masking it at first. They really not masking it, but they telling you, you know good goddamn well, ain't no goddamn motherfucker, ain't no person from another country got your best interest in America. That's just common
Fact.
sense.
I agree.
Am I
I
missing
agree.
something? Like my blood pressure
No,
kind of
I
goes up.
agree.
I
I
want to know
agree.
your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on that. Like, why is it Iran? Anybody from another country should not be telling us how to run our
Well,
government.
number one, we shouldn't be voting for them, period. You should be voting for your own self-interest and what policy works best for you. That's you should be voting on policy, not people.
No, but my point is, they're not doing this in their country. Why are you letting them do it here? Is my point,
Well, I
right?
mean,
Am I missing something?
apparently, apparently they can run because we got a lot of immigrants in Congress, in the House of Representatives here, and now we got another Somali. He done won the mayor for Minnesota, and I'm gonna tap back in on what the hell going on in Minnesota.
But I'm like, why are they letting this? Sounds like an infiltration. It sounds like economic and a socialist war, and it sounds like a civil war. I've always said since
It is.
COVID hit,
It
I've
is.
always said, I've always said when COVID hit,
Yeah,
you're
you know
not
you
gonna hear.
can't be saying that. You're gonna have to say 19 or something like that. YouTube don't like that word.
You know what? No matter what you say, they're gonna ban you if they
I ain't
don't
trying to
agree
get
with.
banned.
No, but I'm saying, no matter how much you try to tone yourself down, they take your channel regardless. Because it's people that don't agree with you, and the people that don't agree with you are the tech
I'm just saying, don't say that word.
companies.
Just say like pandemic. Just say pandemic. But anyway, let me get back to we
Okay,
doing the
during
recap.
okay, wait,
Okay.
where you got it. I'm gonna just
So
sit up here and then I'm gonna just let you up.
so
I got you, but
yeah, because I did
I
they
just
on going
still don't.
back on some things that happened to him.
But do you agree with me at the point when I said somebody that's not American born on this soil, even if they get papers, should not be in the office to dictate America?
I
That's my,
told you
okay.
yeah,
Well,
I told
I'm gonna fall
yeah, I
back.
told you I agree. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna fall
So
back.
then it okay, so then Eric Adams was in line for a pardon. And remember, Trump said that he would pardon if needed to, but the DOJ
Hold on,
ended up
whoa!
dropping
Eric Adams was in
those
for a party.
charges against him.
I didn't know that.
Oh Lord.
The
So
Eric Adams
no,
had a
no,
party.
no. Trump said he would pardon him if he needed to. He was being going up on charges of fraud, bribery, and all of these charges were brought against him under the Biden Harris once he started criticizing their immigration policy and
Oh,
how it was affecting New York. And then he met with Tom Holman. He met with Tom Holman and he met with Tom Holman and Trump said he would pardon him if he needed to, but once Trump got into office, his DOJ, Pam Bondi, they dropped the charges against him. You didn't know that?
but no, I figured I knew that's what it was, but he got that on him. Whatever you remember, this is what I tell people when they tried to get Trump for all 32 indictments and shit. Don't you think that Trump ain't forgot about these people that had something to do
Well,
with it?
he's going after him. But anyway, so they dropped the charges, and that's what I'm talking about now.
Okay,
So,
so do you think Eric Adams is genuine?
yeah, I would prefer him over that Mandawi, yes, and Andrew Cuomo, yes, for me, because the black
Why
most
not? Why not it be somebody else other than them? Because I don't
because
trust
we
them.
passed that. It's only three people running. They already had the primary. It's only those three that's running. You ain't got but three people to choose from: Eric Adams, Zorhan, or Andrew Cuomo. That's
I
it.
don't trust nobody named Zorhan. That's not American.
It's not. And he's a so okay. Let me get back to this now. So
Okay.
then Eric Adams was in line for a potential pardon, and he was invited to attend the inauguration once Trump got in there because the DOJ. And I don't think I'm gonna read. Yeah, I'm not gonna read any of this because that's
This is
basically
my
what
point
this
on
was.
Eric Adams, man. I don't trust him. I just don't trust him because he was all about open borders. He was on Kamala type vibes. And I just
Yeah,
don't trust him.
until his city got overran with the migrants.
But then now that when he got into government and federal trouble, now he want to change his tone. I don't trust people like that. That's just me. What do you think?
I think it's a smart move because number one, Trump can stop all funding to your city, and he has for those sanctuary cities. He ain't giving Chicago nothing, LA nothing. They are not receiving no federal money, and that's why they being taken. That's why they taking them to court. But this is what
Do you
Eric Adams
trust
said.
Eric
The
Adams?
mayor who was closer to, oh my God, I'm trying to fit. Okay.
Do you trust him? Do you trust Eric Adams?
Yes, I will vote for Eric Adams. Over the three that's running, I will vote for Eric Adams.
You
Yes.
know that they can bring in an independent, right?
It's over. The primary is over. It's only those three.
None of them, especially that
The primary
weird.
was over a month ago.
They're probably
So
gonna
you
put
got three. You
Eric
can vote for
Adams
Andrew
up
Cuomo,
there.
Eric Adams, or Zoran.
I'm telling you, Zoran is not getting in there because the border shit. Eric Adams, they'll put him in there, but they're gonna take him out as soon as they get him in there. I'm telling you what they're gonna do. And then they're gonna put an independent in there.
Okay, but I want to get back to my article.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, my
Okay, we
bad, my
can.
bad. I'm sorry about
Okay.
my opinion.
Why?
You
Okay,
know.
now, because I don't want to be on here. I got to go to work in the morning. Okay. Nah.
Well, god damn it, you act like I ain't gotta go to work in the morning, god damn
I don't know what you got to do, but oh my God. I'm about to mute you. That's what I'm about to do.
it. That's what you're gonna do to me. I'm trying to listen to
Now, the
you.
mayor who is closer to many, the mayor who is closer to many New York Republicans than members of his own party has said his alliance with Trump is in the best interest of New York City. And it is, and I agree with that statement. And that's why he holds the purse strings. What he leaves unsaid is that Trump has indicated an openness to pardon him in his federal corruption case for which he heads to trial in April. But like I said, Trump's DOJ and Bondi, they dropped all charges against him.
So when Trump is dropping out, this is my
Did
thing.
Eric Adams propose this?
Oh,
He
my bad. My bad.
Okay, so Eric Adams proposed this class families. I thought that that was a great move. Now, that's one thing that I like to eliminate income tax for um for over 152,500 or more. So let me see what he's saying. Okay. This is what he said. New York City Mayor Adams to announce the Axe the Tax for Working Class, an ambitious proposal to bring significant tax relief to working class families and return over 63 million to more than 582,000 New Yorkers. The plan would eliminate the New York City personal income tax for filers with dependents living at or below 100%, 150% of the federal poverty line, as well as lower city personal income tax for filers immediately above the threshold, too. Mayor Adams will advocate for the proposal as part of his fiscal plan. And it's called Axe the Tax for Working Class, could bring relief to working class families as soon as the tax year 2025. That's one reason why I will vote for him based on that.
Do you not understand if those are your only choices? Eric Adams already got his dumbass in place to know that he's about to be out, and they got somebody else already replacing him.
Right. And Zoran is in the lead right
No,
now.
he's
That's what
never.
they said.
First of all, Zoran is not an American citizen. That goes
But
back to what I was
he's in the lead. I just gave us what they said. The statistics are
saying. He's not gonna get it.
he's up 19. I don't think he is either, but he right now he's up 19 points. if the people don't vote, he will get it.
Dog, come on, man. In the climate we are in right now, I use big word climate around white people. In the climate we're in, ain't nobody named Zoran getting elected to nothing unless it's the people that they brought over here to try to do that. And then these liberals and Democrats.
So
It's
the
not gonna
act,
work no more.
so the Axe to Tax program, if you're one adult, one child, and you have a income of 31,000 a year, you would be able to claim that. One adult with two children, 37,000 a year. Two adults, one child, 37,000. Two adults, two children. So basically, anybody who make under 50,000 would not be paying income tax.
So what do you think about when Trump said if a chick got a dude on child support, he gets
That's not the topic. It's Eric
no,
Adams.
no, 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 because it's the same thing. It's the same thing if you're claiming your child tax credit, if you got that man on child support, that man gets
That will fall on the man tax brackets, but that ain't got nothing to do with Mayor Eric Adams.
no, listen to what you're saying. Why do you want to argue with me about
I'm
that?
not trying to argue. I'm trying to get through the content.
Mhm.
So then, Mayor Adams, he met with Tom Homan
Brown deal with black
to
women.
discuss how to go after violent criminals. And they had a meeting, and the mayor's meeting with Tom Homan, who will oversee the southern and northern borders and be responsible for deportation efforts in the Trump administration, came as Adams has welcomed part of the president-elect's hardline immigration platform. And that was a good meeting. And he let Tom Homan have an office in Rikers Island. So when they arrest the illegals, ICE is right have an office right there at Rikers Island where when they put a detainer on them and deport their ass back. And what he said, we're not going to be a safe haven for those who commit repeated violent crimes against innocent migrants, immigrants, and long-standing New Yorkers. That was my conversation today with Border Czar Tom Homan.
Can I ask you a question without you just going because you this all applies to the topic. How are they innocent, been there 20 years, knowing and then creating and then dropping anchor babies? Like, ain't that criminal?
And well, they've been doing it for years.
No, but
But
I'm
and
asking
that's
you.
why Trump trying to put a stop to it with the birthright citizen thing that's going to be heard
It
in
should it,
October.
it but you know what? It actually doesn't apply. And why are people, you know what I think it is? They trying to get, they doing slavery, but they trying to do it legally without doing it like they used to do us. As violent as they gain their family wealth, banks and everything, they know they owe that debt and they trying to fight the debt and they trying to put immigrants in front of that, and they'd rather give them money instead of paying up their debt. It's real
They've been
simple.
doing it since they get here. Then Tucker Carlson, Eric Adams went on Tucker Carlson's show. I like Tucker Carlson. So he was invited on Tucker Carlson's show. And before the charges was dropped by Trump DOJ, his hearing was scheduled for February 11th.
Hey, but this is the thing with Eric Adams, man. He was all about sanctuary cities, which is the problem from COVID. They opened that border
I
up.
told you you can't say that word. Say pandemic. Just say pandemic.
So I can't say what everybody else
And
said.
that's YouTube. That's YouTube thing. Just say pandemic. We know what you're talking about.
Okay. Since the pandemic, Eric Adams was agreeing with open border. But all of a sudden, when he got in trouble, he's trying to get out of trouble. I called that a cone because he knew it was wrong at first. That was wrong at first, and he knew it because he knew how much that would damage the black population. He knew how that would damage the black economic system. He knew how it would do black people. He just knew it. It was an attack on black people, bringing illegal immigrants in. Now, when he got charged with certain things, he all of a sudden switched over. I don't like him. Eric Adams is not for black people. He's just trying to stay out of jail, but he can't escape it. He's going to be just like Ray Nagin when he did that with Katrina. Do you
Yeah, that was
understand what I'm
terrible. But
saying?
now you going to I'm getting back. So
Okay.
When Adams was on Tucker show, he said the Democratic Party left him. People often say, well, you don't sound like a Democrat. Adams confides to Carson, no, well, the party left me and it left working class people. That's a fact. If you have a politician who talks like a Republican, governs like a Republican, and in fact was a Republican before he was a Democrat, well, he might just be angry for a pardon from the Republican president. Or maybe he wants to join Donald Trump's cabinet, or if worse comes to worse, to be a TV anchor in the new Republican media venture. A better question then, did the Democratic Party leave Eric Adams? Is why on earth did the Democratic Party get in bed with this guy in the first place?
What does that sound like?
So Carlson posted the
I'm
interview at the
asking I'm asking you a real question.
what
What
does
does
that
it sound
sound
like
like?
he did? What does that sound like
I
he did?
mean, when Eric Adams started oh my God, when Eric Adams started criticizing the Biden-Harris administration about how they handle open borders and illegal, then they dropped those charges on him. Trump was elected. Trump DOJ dropped the charges and he met with the border czar. And I just read to you where he said that he was going to be
You think Eric Adams
cordial with Trump. His city need money. Oh my God.
you think
What?
Eric
I'm
Adams
about to end
wasn't
this live.
you think Eric Adams wasn't a comb through this whole shit? And
No,
then when he finally got hit with charges, he ran back to Massa. It's simple.
that's not how it happened.
Yes, it is.
He was at when they did the roast that they do every year, that dinner where they roast and they were roasting. He was there.
You think Eric Adams is not a comb?
I said no. Now you say he is. That's fine. I said no. Not to me.
I don't trust that dude. I just
Okay, well,
don't.
I mean, you ain't got but three choices. He the best
What
out the
did
three as
Eric
far as I'm
Adams
concerned.
do when them illegals were popping up in sanctuary cities? He sided with the illegals. until he got
Not
caught up.
he changed when they started doing
No,
all
I
that
know
crime.
exactly what happened to Eric Adams, and then he got
He
caught up in.
changed when they started doing all that crime, tearing up the city.
No, Eric Adams got caught up on personal things, and then he tried to change up. Let's not forget that. That's the only reason why he changed up, because they got everything on him. He got caught up on personal things, and then he started acting like he was against illegals. The whole time for 5 years, he was with sanctuary cities, with everybody.
Until they start getting busted from Texas. And he had to spend all that
Hold
money.
on. Why did it take that for him to do that
Didn't
if he was
nobody
straight
care
up?
as long as it stayed in Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, as long as
No,
it
but
stayed in the
I'm
country,
saying,
didn't
why
nobody
didn't he?
care.
No,
I mean,
he
I
didn't
didn't
care.
care either. As long as it
Yeah,
stayed
and
down here.
then that's why northern cities got flooded with it.
Exactly. And that's when he changed.
Now y'all care. See, now I'm looking at why you feel your way, because y'all up north and y'all didn't understand how it was going down out here since COVID. And then when it came your way, now you feel a way. Now when y'all see how it go y'all way
Exactly.
north.
Because we didn't know.
But we was
Okay,
study
now I'm
telling
gonna get
y'all,
into this part.
we was study telling y'all since
We
COVID.
didn't see it. We
But
didn't
just
see it.
because you didn't see it, don't mean it wasn't happening. They were doing this during
We knew
COVID.
it was happening, but if it's not in your backyard, you don't know the effects
But
of it.
y'all was talking down up north and didn't understand it. Then when it came to your doorstep, now you
Until
are saying,
Abbott started busting them, everybody changed their minds when they start getting them in their backyard. Everybody.
but y'all think just because it's not near your doorstep, it wasn't happening. It was going on in Chicago and New York all the time since the 90s. But it really
No,
got
we're
bad
talking
during.
about now. We not going. Okay, let me get to this because I'm got
Okay,
7 more minutes. And I have not gone through none of my what I wanted to do. Now,
stop
then
snapping
a
your
host of
fingers.
New York, right? Because you getting on my nerve for real. A host of New York City public officials, including the police commissioner, have been subpoenaed. So the DOJ under Biden Harris subpoenaed the police commissioner, Mayor Eric Adams, Sheena Wright, the deputy mayor, and Phil Banks, four high ranking NYPD officials. And that was before the charges were dropped. And then they raided his homes.
Y'all didn't
The
understand until it
FBI
came to
searches
your
homes.
doorstep.
I'm past that. I'm trying to finish this because I ain't got but 5 more minutes on here. Okay. Then the FBI searches homes of two of Mayor Eric Adams' top aides and they took their phones. The
Mhm.
FBI came to the homes of the Commissioner Everett Caban and Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. Sheena Wright ended up resigning when they raided their homes. They seized their electronics.
Why would they do that?
I just said because they brought the Trump Biden Harris brought charges against him once he started speaking out against immigration. They policy. I done said it 3 times.
No, that ain't the reason why.
Mayor Eric Adams came out and said,
Eric
I'm
Adams
not
was
aware of any
always
wrongdoing or
with
Okay,
the
I'm
open
mute you.
border.
I'm mute. You going on mute. You mute. Okay. Now, Eric Adams said, I'm not aware of any wrongdoing or misgivings from anyone on my team, and we're going to continue to cooperate with the federal authorities. He said, I think the most important thing that I'm doing is team and all the employees in the city, we're going to comply with whatever rules and we're going to follow the law and we're going to make sure that whatever information is needed, we're going to turn over all what they need. I just think that okay, that's February 4th. Okay, now I'm about to unmute you. I just wanted to say that. Yep, I got 4
Huh.
minutes. You
I
want to add
love
something to that?
I love debating you on this because Eric Adams only
No, but you
did that because he got caught up. That's the only reason why. You don't remember him getting caught up, right? Because he was all about open borders
we
away.
already talked about that. We already just talked
And
about that.
I love debating you on this type of
Yeah,
thing.
but
And
you saying the same thing.
I'm saying I'm replying to what you're saying. Like what you're saying, I'm replying to it. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing. You know
So
that.
after they raided his houses, DOJ directs prosecutors to drop federal corruption case against Mayor Eric Adams, and it was dropped in February. And he took a lot of heat for them dropping them charges. The Justice Department instructed federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York to drop the bribery case against New York Mayor Eric Adams. As I said from the outset, the mayor is innocent and he will prevail. Today he is. Today he has. He had one of the best lawyers in the country that did Alex Shapiro. So that's when they dropped all the charges. I'm not gonna read none of this because we know all that.
But you know why they did that. That means they have something over him more than what you think. That's all I'm saying.
Trump,
Like,
well, Trump team dropped the charges. Biden is the one that brought the charges.
but think about it. Don't you think they have more on him than that? They just waited
If they
on
had,
him to slip.
if
That's
they
all they
had some,
needed.
one administration brought the charges. Trump's team dropped the charges.
But think about it. Don't you think they have more on him than that for him to flip that quick and have to be on the news saying it?
Well, Trump's
Like, you better say
team,
it.
if they did, well, Trump did. They didn't prosecute him. They dropped the charges.
No, they just waiting on him. If he don't agree to what for him to
Oh
go
my
up there
God.
and flip like that, think about it. Like, that's an extreme flip. You know what I mean? It's like me saying, I love all women and they could do no wrong. When you know how I feel, it's like my certain personality done tripped and all that. You know how I really am. Like, come on, man. For them to do him and flip him like that, they got a lot on him. Do you get what I'm saying? Eric Adams
I
flipped
don't think
like
so.
overnight.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think they got a lot on him?
He cooperated with the Trump administration and the charges got dropped. Period.
You don't think they got a lot on him for him to flip like that? And then on the news,
Biden and Harris is gone. They brought the
they
charges.
still
Trump dropped the
have
charges. So ain't
just
no
because
charges.
they're not in front of the camera don't mean these people don't still have pull. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, they don't.
All right.
Trump going after all of them. No, they don't.
Hey, look. Why do you think Trump going after all of them? You saw the thing with Trump going after Obama still and trying to get him for treason,
Obama,
right?
the one that started Russiagate.
And I've
That's
always
not the
said
subject
it.
either. That's not the subject.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I'm
keep
just
telling you the
telling
same
you.
thing.
Don't think just because people are not in office, them charges are not up. That's my point. Eric Adams bowed down in front of the camera and switched up like that.
As
He
he
switched
should
up,
have. You need money for your city. As he should have.
but he didn't talk about money for his city when they opened them borders.
And he went to the White House 10 times begging Biden Harris for money for his city, $1 billion, $4 billion in debt, and they didn't give him a dime. I would have flipped too.
Nah, that nigga knew what he was doing. They all gonna get, you don't understand, they all committed treason. You don't understand what treason is? Them opening that border is treason.
We're not talking about that. Right, it is. We know that. We talking about
Eric Adams
He didn't have
committed
nothing to do with them opening the border. That was Biden
in
Harris
the
because
sanctuary
they
city.
signed on to the compact of global migration with the United Nations.
Hey,
During
Eric
their time.
Adams.
Oh my God. Okay. Like,
Look, let me say
share,
this.
subscribe, leave a
Eric
comment.
Adams had the right to
done.
say, even though this
We